Hello friends, Sojat goat forms the part and parcel of the lives of the farmers in the Barmer region of Rajasthan. These are large-sized goats, white in color, and have dual utility. These goats fetch premium price during the Eid festival. Assessment of diversity is essential for germplasm characterization and management. Genomic microsatellite markers, being a valuable tool for estimating genetic diversity, were selected for exploring existing genetic variability. In the Sojat goat population, the standard metrics of genomic diversity detected moderate variability with a total of 162 alleles across 22 loci in this lesser-known population. The expected number of alleles had a mean value of 3.40 plus or minus 0.39. Similarly, a moderate magnitude of diversity was recorded in the Sojat population as the mean observed. Heterozygosity was 0.54 plus or minus 0.05. Expected heterozygosity was higher than the observed, 0.60 plus or minus 0.06, indicating a deviation from Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, HWE, and the possibility of inbreeding due to the non-random mating in the population. Accordingly, significant heterozygote deficiency was noticed, F equals 0.08 plus or minus 0.03. The population did not suffer a reduction in effective population size in the last few generations. Mutation drift equilibrium did not reveal significant heterozygosity excess under different models of microsatellite evolution, and no shift was recorded in the frequency distribution of alleles. To conclude, the results provided the first insights into the genetic diversity of Sojat goats. A moderate genetic variability with heterozygote deficiency within the population warrants immediate attention for scientific management of this unique goat population to conserve the existing genetic variation and to avoid any escalation of inbreeding. Best 10 farming benefits of Sojat goat. 1. This goat is known for their long, curled horns. 2. These goats are known to have a good deal of muscle and can easily be trained by their owners. 3. Their fleece has a soft feel and high yield of raw cashmere due to the unique climate and the quality of the feed available at this goat. 4. These goats do not require much grazed land, they only need low-maintenance grasses to eat daily. 5. These goats are the best in cold weather and can easily adapt to them. 6. These goats require less water as they live on grasses with a lot of water inside them. 7. The goat has long, strong legs that can easily adapt to the mountainous areas of North Gujarat. 8. Since the farmers are very careful about their animals in the farm, there is no need for any veterinarian or medicine. 9. These goats are one of the few that can thrive in the climate at Sojat. 10. They do not live that long, so the farmers get a refund from selling the meat and wool, which is more than enough to pay for their feed and other farm needs. Distinguished from other breeds by prominent physical characteristics, viz. large size and very heavy deep body, and thin and shiny hair coat. Typical-looking animals are of pure and mixed colors, but they are generally white, and occasionally patches of tan or black are found on the body. The ears are very long, flat, and drooping. Both sexes are found mostly without horns, with a short and thin tails. The bucks are larger than does and are very beautiful. Sojat goats provide remunerative employment to landless and marginal farmers. The large-sized meat-type animal produces excellent chevin and famous leather. They are considered as moving fertilizer plants in the fixed deposits. For the poorest by the virtue of their ready market demand. Gurjar et al. 2021. Thus, characterization of Sojat goat was undertaken under the Network Project on Animal Genetic Resources, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR, during 2018 to 2021 at the College of Veterinary and Animal Science, Navania, Vallabhnagar, Udaipur, Rajasthan, Rajasthan University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, Bikaner. The project was executed by the ICAR National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources, Karnal, the nodal agency for The registration of newly identified germplasm of livestock and poultry of the country. Phenotypic characteristics, management practices, and socioeconomic profiles of owners were elucidated since it is imperative to understand the existing genetic variability, as well as the heterozygote deficiency status of a population. To design scientifically appropriate breeding plans for maintaining variability and purity of the population, genetic variation within the Sojat goat population was explored using the nuclear microsatellites, also referred to as the simple sequence repeat markers. Nuclear has been widely accepted as a useful tool for measuring genetic diversity and divergence within and among livestock populations. Genetic diversity was assessed in a lesser-known Sojat goat population of Rajasthan using polymorphic microsatellite markers. The selected panel of markers effectively explained the genetic variability within the famous but not yet registered goat population of Rajasthan. All microsatellite loci selected for estimating diversity were polymorphic with a total of 162 alleles across 22 loci. The absence of any significant linkage disequilibrium among the 22 loci based on an exact test for genotypic linkage disequilibrium assured the independent assortment of selected loci. A mean value of 1.29 plus or minus 0.132 for the Shannon's index, I, which combines both evenness and richness in a single measure. Mogas et al. 2016, reiterated the potential usefulness of selected microsatellite panel for varied genetic purposes, embracing linkage mapping, parentage testing, and individual identification. Table 1. Furthermore, the utility of these markers had been previously suggested by the International Society of Animal Genetics, ISAG, FAO Working Group, FAO 2004, and endorsed in 2011 for use in the genetic studies of goats, FAO 2011. These have also been validated for the indigenous goat diversity analysis, Dixit et al. 2009, Genetic variability in Sojat goat population. The estimated values for the number of alleles observed in effective heterozygosity, expected heterozygosity, and fixation index based on NSSR markers in the Sojat goat population is given in Table 2. All the 22 microsatellites used in this study manifested sufficient polymorphism for evaluating genetic variation within a breed and exploring genetic differences between the breeds as FAO guidelines for molecular characterization of genetic resources that recommends a minimum of 4 distinct alleles per locus. For proficient judgment of genetic diversity was satisfied. FAO 2011. OMHC1 showed the highest number of observed alleles per locus, 17, while EV 225, ILSTS 065, or JMP 29, ILSTS 34 showed the lowest, 4. The use of microsatellites with a range of polymorphisms reduced the risk of overestimating genetic variability, which might occur with microsatellites exhibiting only high polymorphism. The mean observed number of alleles, 7.36 plus or minus 0.79, pointed towards the moderate diversity existing in the population. The expected number of alleles varied from 1.12 ILSTS 34 to 7.75 OMHC1, with a mean of